Hello, my name is Chef Andrew, and we want to welcome you to Wellness Month. Obviously, anytime is a great time to eat healthy. I want to show you ways to make it fun and delicious. I thought we would work with you on some Veeamazing recipes today. So before we start, let's go ahead and take a moment to discuss the fun of cooking. Cooking is personal, and what you do to create what you enjoy is what makes the fun of cooking. So let's go ahead and make it personal. We're going to have recipes for you, but at any point you want to tweak a recipe, please go ahead. Tweak it to what fits your tastes. So today we're going to make a Veeamazing recipe of grilled paella, of grilled vegetable paella actually. So what we have today, we have some beautiful zucchini, some eggplant, some peppers, some asparagus, some creamy mushrooms. But again, going back to what I was saying a few minutes ago, whatever makes you happy, make this personal, okay? But what we're gonna do is, as you can see, I've already cut up the vegetables. We're gonna take we got some extra virgin olive oil, which I'm gonna go ahead and hit up with some ground pepper, freshly ground pepper, a little bit of salt, a little bit of cumin, and some fresh herbs. All right, so we're going to now brush our olive oil on our vegetables, just gently. We don't want to drown them. We just want to lightly brush them and coat them. And we're probably going to hit them up with a little bit more seasoning at the end, but we want to give them a little bit of flavor all the way around. All right, just a little brush right here. All right. Those are looking nice, huh? What do you think? And like I said, hey, you don't like asparagus? Don't put asparagus. It's whatever you want to do. I personally love all vegetables. I don't want to hit up everything. So, and you know what? I want to just throw a little bit more seasoning on top. So I'm throwing some of this fresh ground pepper. And a little bit more cumin, just a little bit, because cumin's strong. But I love the flavor, and it grows great in the paella. A little bit more fresh herb. We're going to take it easy on the salt, but we want flavor. So we already had put the salt in. And then we got to go ahead and turn them over and do one more time. All right. Let's turn it over and do one more time because we want both sides of our vegetables to feel good. We want everything to feel the love, okay? That olive oil, that seasoning, that's the love, and we want everything to feel the love. We don't want anybody to feel left out. So we're gonna go ahead and start grilling up our vegetables. It's up to you what you want to do, grill outside, grill inside, wherever you have a grill. But we're going to go ahead and grill ours. So we're going to throw our eggplant on. And we're going to throw our zucchini on. And we're going to get some nice grill marks. So as we're going, you want to let the grill put some nice char on the vegetables, a little bit of flavor. Don't rush it. Cooking should be fun. Cooking should be enjoyable. And it does take time. It's not 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a microwavable grill out there yet. So we're going to go ahead and look at we have some beautiful marks. So what we did was turn them because we wanted to give them some nice looking grill marks. We want to make you look professional. We want you to have a dish that is going to be amazing. So notice that we have the beautiful grill marks that you see when you go to a restaurant. So once they're done, go ahead and put them onto another tray. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and cook off the rest of the vegetables and get them ready to be the finishing touch in our Veeamazing paella. All right, now as we are finishing the vegetables, what we're going to do next is get our paella pan hot and get ready to start making our paella. So our vegetables are wonderful. They're looking beautiful. And now we're getting ready for our paella. All right, so now's our time for our paella. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our pan hot. You don't necessarily have to have a paella pan. You can go ahead and do this in a saute pan or a pot. That's fine. So what we're going to do though is we're getting our pan hot. Anytime you saute, you want to make sure your pan is hot before you add your oil, before you add the rest of your ingredients. So our pan is hot. So now we're adding our oil. See how our oil is starting to smoke a little bit? See how it's dancing around a little bit? Now, we add our onion, okay? We don't want to add our garlic first because that's going to burn. Our onion has a little bit of moisture. Now we're adding our garlic. All right, let's go ahead and move that around. All right, wonderful. We're going to want to season with it a little bit. So we're going to add our salt and pepper. A little bit of salt. A little bit of fresh ground pepper. Okay, and here we go. Let it cook. Don't keep stirring it, let it cook. And then we're going to throw in our rice. What we want to do is basically toast our rice just a little bit. So we're going to give this a minute or two. All right, we're going to give this a minute or two. And let's let it toast. All right, so now we're going to add in our tomato. And of course, that's got a lot of moisture in it, which is wonderful. And then we're going to add our paprika. And what we did is we soaked some saffron in some very hot water to bring out the color, bring out the flavor. We're going to add this in. See how all that yellow's coming out there? Wonderful. And now our vegetable stock. So what we want to do now is mix that all around, and we're going to bring it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover it, and we're going to lower the flame, and then let that cook for about 10 minutes. All right, now that we've started it going and we've cooked it for the first 10 minutes, look how beautiful that is. We still got a little bit of stock, it's still got a little bit of moisture in there, but now we're going to fold in our vegetables. So let's put them, we want to arrange them where they're going to be beautiful around also. Now remember, the vegetables have a lot of moisture also. So with that and the rice, it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful piece. Basically, a piece of art. And we're going to fold in some really nice pimento olives. It's going to give it a little bit of salty flavor also. And we want to give our Spanish touch. And we have our wonderful pan. Now that we have it prepped, we're going to cover it back up. And we're going to give it another 5-7 minutes back on the low flame and finish up to absorb all that wonderful stock. All right, we've been on for about 6 or 7 minutes now. We're going to go ahead and take it off. This is where you're going to be ready to serve your guest. You're going to open it up in front of them, and they're going to be like, Wow. But, you know, let's finish it up. Add some nice fresh lemon, a little fresh parsley on top. And guess what? We got a beautiful grilled vegetable paella that is delicious, it's healthy, and if you have guests over, they're gonna love it. Let's go on to our next Veeamazing recipe. How about, why don't we do some hummus? Most people know hummus as ground chickpeas, garbanzo beans, and with a little bit of tahini, which is a ground sesame seed paste. You can kick that up a little bit. You can use black beans, you can use red beans, you can use navy beans. Make them all different. Remember, we want to personalize. We want to do what we like. So it's a nice little treat that you can do basically in a few minutes. It's a very easy dip. So today we're going to do a black bean one. So I got some black beans that I've cooked. And yes, you can go ahead and use a canned black bean. But we have some black beans, and then we have the rest of our ingredients. So again, I'm personalizing it. What I'm gonna add is I have my tahini paste, I have my garlic, and I got my lime juice. I'm gonna throw a little bit of salt, pepper, cumin, and extra virgin olive oil. But then I'm gonna kick it up a little bit. I have some jalapenos and some fresh cilantro. All right, so let's go ahead and blend up our black beans a little bit before we get going. So we're just gonna give them a little pulse. All right, and now we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. So we're adding our tahini. And then we're gonna add our garlic. Again, up to you. You love garlic? Do you not like that much garlic? It's totally at what you want to eat and how you want to eat it. Fresh lime juice. Now this is my only piece of advice as far as the amounts. Juice, citric juices, lemon juice, lime juice, orange juice. The juice goes by the time of year. Sometimes it's a little bit more bitter, sometimes a little bit more sweet. So when I'm cooking or utilizing fresh citrus juice in a recipe, I always start with about half of what the recipe calls for, because you never know what the juice tastes like, and you don't want to dump that whole amount in. Taste it first. We're going to throw a little bit of cumin in, a little salt and pepper, and again, all these recipes we will have for you. All you're going to have to do is go to Veeamazing at veeam.com, and we'll go over that also in a few minutes. A little bit of fresh cilantro. A little bit of jalapeno. Again, do you want it hot? Do you not want it hot? You don't have to add the jalapeno if you don't want to. And as we're going, now we're going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And a little bit of water to thin it out. And how thin you want it, again, is up to you. All right, let's go ahead and give it a taste. Got a little tasting spoon here. Wow, delicious. You know what? I'm thinking I want it to be a little bit more hot. I'm gonna put a little bit more jalapeno. And yes, I'm going to add a little bit more lime juice. And then we're going to add a little bit more salt and pepper. I think my tahini is perfect. I think my cumin is perfect. And we're going to and let's taste it up again. That is amazing. I want you guys to try something like that. Black beans, or chickpeas or red beans, we have all the recipes for you. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You do a black bean hummus with some vegetables as an appetizer. You do a grilled paella as an entree. You're going to have a hit of a party. I'm Chef Andrew. I had a great time being here with you today. I hope you did also. I hope you will try our recipes. I hope you'll personalize them. And if you would like to receive the recipes, please go to the Veeamazing mailbox at veeamazing@veeam.com. That's veeamazing@veeam.com. Thank you very much.